Alright, hey guys, me Aaron here. Welcome back to a brand new video on my third channel, and actually we're going to be doing a bit of a different video this time, a reaction video. And there's this guy who I saw on someone's live stream recently. This guy named Steve Delive or Delive or something. I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate, but in the chat there was also this guy named the Narrator, who's another YouTuber who you probably know this maybe, but they did a video about CallMeCarson exposing him for being a bad person, but the Narrator is actually much worse. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing a 3-part reaction in 3 different videos, and we'll start with part 1. And hold on, let me. And the video is called The Narrator is Worse Than CallMeCarson. And also, in my opinion at least, although I'm sure many other people think this, CallMeCarson didn't actually do anything wrong. He was just being horny, seriously. Like, it's a 2-year age difference, and it was also legal, so really he did nothing wrong. Anyways, let's get into the video. And the person who made the video is called JD7, and they did a great job, I think. Definitely give them a subscribbles. Okay, let's get into it.
So if you've been following the CallMeCarson drama, you would know pretty much every YouTuber associated with Carson came forward about him and the situation, or how I like to say a group of spineless YouTubers threw their friend underneath the bus. Not a very popular opinion, I know. And there is one person I mentioned in my last CallMeCarson video, but more for calling him out. It's actually quite laughable once you've watched this. YouTubers threw their friend underneath the bus. Not a very popular opinion, I know. And there is one person I mentioned in my last CallMeCarson video who is the biggest hypocrite of them all for calling him out. It's actually quite laughable once you've watched this. And this man goes by the name of the Narrator, who made an hour-long video exposing CallMeCarson as a horrible, backstabbing friend. And
also,
whilst he did make some interesting points about Carson, I'm not here to talk about that video, because if I was, we'd be here all day. And I'd rather drag my balls across broken glass than listen to your voice once again. But I'm here to...
also, another side note, I really do not like the guy's voice. He even sounds like a disgusting fuck. At least in my opinion. But seriously, I do not enjoy listening to his voice, and you're gonna hear his voice a couple of times in this video. So yeah, be prepared for that. Also, this guy talks really quickly. So, but whatever.
Expose you, the Narrator, as a disgusting man who, in my opinion, shouldn't be allowed on YouTube or any platform where you can contact young fans. Yep, it's one of those videos.
Yeah.
So a Google Doc has surfaced on the internet of the Narrator, exposing him for being inappropriate with minors who were as young as 13, and this man was 18 at the time, which is obviously...
13 and 18, so, yeah. Not a very stand-up guy, you know. Sorry, I'll stop pausing, I'll let you watch.
Just completely so normal. At this point, I'm not even surprised. But now I've just given you a little taste of what's to come. Let's just get straight into this document, shall we? Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Introduction. To start with, let me state what this document is not. This is not to defend CallMeCarson. This is not some sort of clout chase. What this document is a compilation of evidence and recollections related to the Narrator here, referred to simply as Narrator from here on out, and then repeated relations with minors, specifically that of with Sakoni and Toy Teeth. This is also a compilation of their attempts to cover this up, mislead the public, and general arrogance relating to it. So this document states we have 2 minors who were involved with the Narrator that this
Yes. In this part, he talks about just one wait, no, he talks about 2, never mind, hold on, let me...
It's going to cover. But I mean, judging by how he looks, I wouldn't be surprised if it's triple that.
Yeah, me neither. Look at the guy. Did you not see how he looks? Like... With the way he looks, is it very surprising? Is anyone really surprised that he did this kind of shit? Whatever.
Oh gonna get cancelled one day, I really am. But the first story we're going to take a look at is Zucconi's, who was 13 and the narrator was 18 at the time of these events. Now, this document claims that one of the narrator's first real fans was Zucconi, who drew a lot of fan art for them around the time the narrator began using Twitter. So as a result of this, they formed a friendship around 2016. Now, straight off the bat, in my opinion, if these two were aware of each other's ages, then no friendship should have been formed and it should have been put to bed straight away. Because an 18-year-old being friends with a 13-year-old in any situation is just strange and shouldn't be occurring. But as we all know by now, we have more common sense than 99.9% of people on Twitter. Now, this friendship took a turn for the worse around a year later in 2017, where the narrator would start to be toxic, charged, and emotionally abusive to Zucconi. And I've just realised I'm not getting monetized. That's always good. How strange.
This JD7 guy, he's just really fucking fun, you know? Just seems really fun. Like, seriously. I don't know. But yeah. Also, this is another important detail. On his latest video, the narrator's latest video that he made about CallMeCarson, the comments seem to be, disabled. So, you know. I'm guessing he got a few comments that, were calling him out. You know. But yeah, this guy is really, really disgusting. Seriously. Because he actually did something that's harmful, unlike CallMeCarson, who he called out for being disgusting. On the other hand, it was you all along who was disgusting, Mr. Narrator. Yeah. You are a naughty boy, aren't you? Sick fuck.
Actually, it was the narrator who cut ties with Zucconi because apparently a 13-year-old was an emotional drain for an 18-year-old. Yeah, I'm sure they were.
Oh, I did not like how that sounded at all. Ooh, that wasn't good. Anyways.
And to give more context, we have a statement provided by Zucconi in the Google Doc, and they go on to say how they would engage in roleplay in Twitter DMs, yes, obviously normal, but surprise, surprise, it wouldn't end at just roleplay, because the narrator would then talk about other topics and even send them images of adult toys they were going to buy. So apart from needing a sit bucket and the narrator confirming how normal we all are, we have a content creator who's going above and beyond in trying to be the next mini-lad. To even send these images to somebody on Twitter is completely disgusting. Now,
that was Get him, JD7. Get that motherfucker. I don't know a whole lot about Mini-Lad or what they did. Well, yeah, I guess I do, but oof. But fucking get him, JD7. Get him. Get that motherfucker.
Whether he knew of the person's age isn't confirmed yet, but to even start a friendship with someone online without even asking about their age in the beginning is very concerning.
No
but
shit.
At this point, nothing surprises me. And to say this friendship, if you want to even call it that, doesn't get darker is a massive understatement. You serious? Because in Zucconi's statement, they say the narrator pushed an emotional breakdown, which the narrator would then send them pictures of fresh cuts on their body, which freaked them out. And it's time to go off script a bit. Regardless of age in this situation, no one should be sending anyone these sort of images. I know we all live in an age where people think doing this sort of thing on social media just to get some sort of attention because they think somehow this will cure their mental health. Newsflash, it doesn't. Therapy exists for a reason. And in the narrator situation, it's even worse because he's sending these alleged images.
I don't even know what to say, dude. Why? What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, Anyways, continue.
To the person who is only 13, which could emotionally scar them. But 13. Don't worry, mate, as long as you get some sort of attention, it's all good, I suppose. Yeah. And reading on further, this did actually happen because they suffered with their own mental health issues, which just shows you how ignorant a person like the narrator is to send these images like that and not even think about what the person on the other side is going through. Can people just start using their brains a tiny bit, please?
Please.
Now, to back up the claims here being made against the narrator, we have screenshots that included what their conversation would look like on a day-to-day basis, and we can clearly see the subjects being spoken about shouldn't be occurring between the two. No, not.
Society is crumbling. Anyway, let's read some of these. Riley says, or Zirconi, or just Zircon, says, narrator, I fucking hope you get a blank shoved up your ass. It's censored, I can't really see it. And then narrator actually literally tweets out their conversations between him and a minor, saying, when will we see narrator in high thigh highs? I don't think anyone wants to see that. Look at his fucking face. His unwashed fucking face. Well, to be honest, I shouldn't be talking because I'm greasy as hell right now and I haven't showered for only a few days, but narrator looks like he doesn't shower that often at all. So, oof. And whatever this image is over there.
Is the narrator obviously in the wrong, but Sakoni is as
at least
well,
I'm not a
because
pedophile.
especially you, shouldn't be communicating with someone like that at 13 when the other person is 18. Your parents must have brought you up so well, my friend. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was 13, I was coming home from school watching Horrid Henry, watching Power Rangers, not communicating with somebody on Twitter who was 18 in a school way. To me, this is a massive fault of the parents because they should be monitoring what their children are doing on Twitter at 13. Even at 21, you shouldn't be on Twitter, in my opinion.
No one should be on Twitter.
Now, moving on further, we'll also provide an art created by Sakoni of the narrator, and as a
trigger warning here. Look at the lines, or don't look at that, whatever.
we can clearly see on the arms there are cuts drawn. Now this isn't a mistake or Zucconi turning into Van Gogh. The narrator would have asked for this to have been drawn in, which backs up the claims that deep conversation between the two took place. Why can't people just be normal? And to further back up the claim that these two had a close friendship, we have the narrator sending tweet after tweet begging people to follow Zucconi, and a whole art gallery of fan art drawn for the narrator.
It's weird,
museum, I'm
dude.
staying 100 miles away from.
That's fucking weird, dude.
Twitter, even the followers started
Narrator,
to pick up on the fact that these two were
what the
interacting
fuck,
with each other
dude?
just a little too
You're
much.
begging
They
them to
started
follow
ship these
a
two, which,
13-year-old.
it's just completely normal. And one of the most suspicious parts of the interactions between the two is when the narrator says in a video posted on Twitter from 2017 that he loves Zucconi and he's like a little brother to him.
Hey guys, I feel like recording.
I don't like his voice. God.
Because it's kind of like, woo, it's that time of night. And, Riley, I love you so much. You are like a little brother to me. Never forget that.
Okay.
You are. If I was in Australia, you would be my little brother. I would make it happen. Probably. I don't know. I love you, Riley. You are my little brother. In a sense. Like, that's how I view you. That's how...
In a sense. I don't like how that sounds. I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I just don't like how that sounds. You know?
I'll always view you. I will always love you forever. Yeah, I'm tired.
It's the fact that the picture used in the background as fan art of the two together looks a tiny bit more than brotherly love to me. Now as we draw closer to the end of Zucconi's story, he addresses if the narrator actually knew of his age, and they go on to say the narrator wasn't aware of the rage at the time, but not once did he...
Not sure if I'm gonna read all of this, but anyways.
show any concern that the person he had this friendship with was only 13. He also mentions that when he did tell the narrator of his age, they grew distant but still referred to each other as brothers, which...
Hold on. Y'all can read it if you want.
At the time, but not once did he show any concern that the person he had this friendship with was only 13. He also mentions that when he did tell the narrator of his age, they grew distant but still referred to each other as brothers, which is still very weird.
Yeah.
However, your boy JD is about to pull the biggest reverse Uno card because we may have proof in this document that the narrator knew of Zucconi's age, because...
Oh, he definitely did. Fuck. Don't even lie, you sick shit. You knew. Come on, man. You knew. God, I hate people.
On the 26th of January 2017, we had this one certain Twitter account tweet this to the narrator. Aren't you 18 and isn't he like 13? And he did initially respond to the tweet, but he later on deleted his reply to the tweet, which is already suspicious. And if we look at all the evidence provided that included inappropriate messages and strange fan art, they are all after this tweet was sent. But this does confirm that the narrator must have known somewhat that this person he was talking to wasn't over the age of 18. So
he definitely knew. Oh, sorry, but... Fuck. Dude, fuck. I don't know what all to say right now, but just fucking hell, man. This is all. Anyways, let's just.
A normal person would go out the way to say, hey, look, I've just received a tweet from someone saying you're 13. Can you confirm this? But no. No, the narrator carried on having this relationship with this person. So you can't really sit there and tell me that narrator wasn't in fact aware of this person's age, but he didn't care enough and didn't see anything wrong with what was happening between the two. Because let me ask you this, if you were sent this tweet by somebody, the first thing I know you would do is ask the person, hey, how old are you? And not proceed to talk about adult things and dark topics and actively pursuing a friendship.
Definitely.
Just an overload of common sense there for you, narrator. But
because
really
I'm actually responsible, motherfucker.
Well, according to this Google Doc, the speculation is because somebody else on YouTube exposed him for also being, disgusting. Now, unfortunately, that video has been deleted, but on the day it was uploaded, apparently the narrator decided to get drunk, probably because it was true.
Oh yeah, actually, I was in a Discord talking about this, and someone said that this was all covered in another video. I guess this one he's talking about, or maybe they were talking about this video, I don't know.
Then weirdly enough, the interactions between the narrator and Sakoni stopped on April 9th, 2017, which...
That was the day of my 14th birthday. I don't know, man, but that's yeah. Never mind. This doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but I don't know. That's what happened, I guess. Man.
For your information, wasn't too long after that deleted video was uploaded. Now, if you ask me, it's probably because he was scared of what else was going to come out following that video and wanted to try and
wait, hold on.
17, which for your information wasn't too long after that deleted video was uploaded. Now, if you ask me, it's probably because he was scared of what else was going to come out following that video and wanted to try and minimize the damage that he thought was going to happen. And it's weird to me because the narrator had some brains to stop talking to...
You know, narrator... Hold on. If nothing illegal happened, then why'd you try to minimize the damage, you know? I'm not sure if he's denying it or anything, but
Sakoni after this all happened, but you didn't have the brains to ask Sakoni, hey, how old are you? Especially after receiving this tweet, you didn't go out of your way to ask. Kind of makes me realise you were kind of into the stuff that was going on. Because like I've already said, if this was a normal person that received this tweet, they would go and ask this person how old they were. And if it was me personally, and I found out the person I was talking to was under the age of 18, I would stop communications right there. And as a content creator, you're supposed to be a role model. You should be asking these questions straight away. Now, I know this was back in 2006, so it wasn't really a time where people were getting exposed for this sort of thing, but even so, you
said 2006, J87, just little tip there.
were 18, you must have some brains inside that skull of yours to realise what you were doing was wrong. Or am I still too smart for him? But is this because he's young and not that experienced?
You definitely are.
I don't really know, because somebody in the world must have told him that talking to strangers online isn't a great look. And the way he's talking to the narrator is a bit questionable in itself, because at the age of 13, nobody should be communicating like that with somebody who's 18, like I've already said. And we don't actually have any proof that explicit images were sent between the two like this person claims, but I'm inclined to believe that this was just more than a normal friendship. I mean, the ages just make it weird for a start. Just the messages that were sent and the art that was drawn makes me very concerned. And not because they were bad drawings or anything like that, it just makes me concerned because the narrator must have known something was up. I just don't buy that he didn't know anything. But looking at this story, we have built up the foundation
no doubt he
of what the narrator is like and what his intentions can be with people online. And reading this first story makes it laughable that you came out in the first place trying to expose...
Look at this disgusting motherfucker. Look at him. You know, for a pedophile, his room's actually pretty organized. Not gonna lie.
Carson as a terrible person, yet you have all of this baggage. And this is only the first story, boys and girls.
And
it
seriously,
only gets
Carson
worse
didn't
after this,
actually
I can
do
promise you that. But I'm going to
anything
cover
all
the
that
second story
bad.
in another video
Like, for
because there
real.
is so much context to this situation. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure to leave a like rating, and if you're new, please hit that big red subscribe button. And please make sure to leave your opinions down below about the situation, on whether you think the narrator is guilty, or do you think he's innocent and he didn't actually do anything wrong because he wasn't told about the ages? Or are you normal and think he should have asked about the ages? But that's just me.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get
You
started on
should
the
have,
next one.
narrator.
So
You definitely should have. You should
should
have, narrator. You definitely should have.
And I'm out. Peace.
Alright. So yeah, that's it for this part of the video. And then I've got to edit it a little bit. Minimal editing. Yeah. I'm done here. Think, create, most importantly, stay alive. And please, try to get Narrator off YouTube, at least. And off all forms of social media, please. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Next part, coming soonish. I don't know when, but see ya.